r/AskReddit asks, how would you feel about at least one presidential primary debate being replaced with a history/civics themed contest of Jeopardy between the candidates? People who are saying it wouldn't have much value may have a point, but it wouldn't be any more useless than the bullshit they do now. Edit, if you can find it, look up the very first TV debate between Richard Nixon and JFK. They discussed substantive positions and laid out clear policy differences in a respectful, somber manner. Now it's all just angling for one-liner sound bites that they hope will get airplay in the next news cycle. I mean, this is where we are and this is already how we vote. I think they just don't like the bullshit being so brazen. Sooner or later we should all accept it and get one step closer to Camacho. No, just because I can't stand the thought of, Bernie thinks the capital of Alaska is Anchorage. Trump doesn't know the year Montana was founded. Warren doesn't even know where Guam is. Trump didn't know Kansas City is in Missouri. Although that's really the fault of whoever named that city. I choose business ethics. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul. Sounds really biased toward people who know things. I like it. Probably more useful in the general though. It definitely shouldn't be the end-all be-all, but I would love candidates well-versed in law and history to have an edge against those who aren't. That actually sounds phenomenal. It would really showcase their knowledge. And there's no way to dodge a question, either. How would you feel if we make a subreddit for this kind of questions? And ban them on this one? Our political system is already a joke, so have Will Ferrell host as Alex Trebek and I'm in. I support this fully, but only if Norm Macdonald is allowed to participate as Burt Reynolds, while wearing an oversized novelty foam cowboy hat. I would like candidates to pass a basic civics test, and affirm some basic facts. People who cannot accept well-established facts should not be qualified. Considering that over 50% of the U.S. that is eligible voters are considered know-nothings, that sounds kinda hypocritical. You son of a bitch, I'm in. Has this post inspired you to throw your hat in the race? Or do you want to host? It wouldn't prove who knows something, just who can buzz in faster. Ken Jennings said the key to winning was to ring and then try to dredge his mind for the answer in the few seconds he had to answer. Theoretically a written test would be better, but the whole thing would be rigged and one or more of the candidates would be fed the questions in advance, thus defeating the purpose of the exercise. I do competitive trivia for school, I'm one of the best in the country, so I would run just for president just for this. 1. All participants should have the front of their podium covered in the logos of every corporate sponsor. 2. All participants should be held accountable for answering the question asked, something the NPR independent candidate debates actually do. 3. Post-primary debates shouldn't fucking exclude third-party candidates. This is literally the result of a conspiracy between Republicans and Democrats. Candidates would spend time memorizing trivia that they should be using to figure out how to solve important problems. It is worse than just having one less debate. Have them do target shooting with the guns they want to take away. Sounds stupid and useless. Who cares if they know history/civics trivia? It's irrelevant. No, that is a stupid idea. Politics doesn't work like that. Stop with these how do you feel posts because I feel pretty annoyed regardless of the topic, if you care to know. It would just prove that none of the candidates are knowledgeable about U.S. history and thus none of them are worthy of being president. Also, the creative ways of cheating would be off the charts. People acquire different knowledge over a lifetime because of their background and upbringing. A test of a specific set of categories doesn't make someone qualified to be president. Candidates need skill sets and the ability to work in a real-time environment that moves quick. Yes, they utilize knowledge in decision-making they have learned in the past, but simple recall of that knowledge in a Q and A style isn't enough to prove they are right for the job. Personally, I would prefer a debate in which the candidates are given a subject, 3 to 5 minutes to go over their plan, and use facts, data, charts, and other tools to prove their point. I am sick of this unsubstantiated bullshit that is presented and not backed up. This has been my view for over 20 years, I'm 40. Maybe I am crazy, I am just sick of this 30 to 60 seconds of arguing with no support. To answer your question, I would watch the shit out of your proposal as well. I literally think candidates of every office should take an aptitude test to see if they're even knowledgeable enough to complete the job's tasks. That's a great idea. You actually end up with a clear winner at the end instead of the bullshit that is our current debate system. Everyone comes out thinking they're the winner even if they performed poorly. I would rather require that people pass a history/civics class before they are allowed to register to vote. But your idea sounds great as well. They used to do intelligence tests before letting people vote. Depending on who you talk to, didn't turn out too well.